This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in.
Here we go, shot! Hup! Ready? Check out!
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks leader.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be... They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got it! And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get... On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from... And now he loses the football. Yeah! They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. Here's second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Off he goes. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. McCarthy to the air on second down. There he goes again. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. So now a big spot coming here. This to win the game. Got the distance and knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a...
It's the National Football League on EA.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Completes beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it, it's Walker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing now off play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Back to throw on 3rd down. That's Metcalf running the slant. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pick. Here's 2nd and 7. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Walker now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They bring their tight end left. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Intended for Smith and Jigma, but it's intercepted. And the Giants.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Play action on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And a nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Into the hands of Walker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Last thing, 19.
Looking to throw. That's complete. He got the feet down, but he goes out right. Walker on first down. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. This is Walker on 2nd. Has a big hole left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks
It's week 10 of the 2025 season. And coming up, we'll...
Off play action, and they will continue to go backwards. He's the first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted...
Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get in.
Ready up. Crocodile 80. Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hup.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown Seahawks.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. In the red zone now. Hill. That is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once. It's a win here for the Seahawks. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And bulldozing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Again, it's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Down the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they've been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Ethan Evans now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree. Wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. Yeah, but it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jake Bobo.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And running with power here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Touchdown! Ken Walker. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Yo, what's good?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it looks like the defense has got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Ram, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Point after try forthcoming. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Past the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mustang 19, ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either
be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Bobo. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 4. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.